Welcome, everyone. Here I am. Hello. Many familiar faces, or some new ones that I don't know. Hello, Jeffrey. Hello, Ziggy. Hello, Vanna. I see Rebecca. She's new to me. Hello. Hi. I see many others as well, and hopefully others will join. But I want to start today. I'm gonna record a session that we had last week. Oh, you're happy about that? Perfect. I'm going to put some new thoughts into as well. But um, but many things, it's really good to hear them twice and even three and four times. And there's going to be a recording. There is one, isn't it? I'm not going to miss it this time. And yes, so today I'm going to talk a little bit about why and how energy is leaking, that we can listen to our body beyond the pain that we feel, that we can decode it. We can decode the body signs and understand what is behind that. And in that way, we are winning and achieving sovereignty over our bodies. And this has an impact not only to our surrounding, but also to our family, of course, to our children, to our friends. And it echoes even beyond when we practice it with ourselves. But when we have, I talk a lot about body symptoms, and the body symptoms happen and come to us because the energy is leaking out of our body. And I want to do with you something really, really simple, but I said I have to show it to you guys. So imagine that this is my tank of energy. I took a pink one, the tank of love, and it's full, or almost full. But then I have in life many cups that I'm sharing this energy with. So we have our family, isn't it? We have our jobs to go to. We have elder parents or family we have to take care of. We've got our spouse, and we've got ourselves. And I'm sure we can add even more cups to that. And I'm going to put the camera down a bit so you can see the cups. Let's see. You see them. Okay. So I'm putting, can you see the first? I'm going to put it here. Okay. So first cup, our family. Then we've got our jobs.
تقولي
Then
دي
we've got
الانرجي بتاعتك and then you're sharing
our,
your energy with everybody.
and mute. Then what did we say? Our job, our elder parents or family. Look at the tank. And then we've got our spouses. We want to travel, spend time, our spouses. And then we've got us at the very end. I'll put it here, and you see. So we put it in the first cup, and the second, and the third, and the fourth, and the very last one. You see the difference. And this is how our energy is leaking. The thing is that these cups, normally, they also have cracks in it in life. Because wherever we put our energy, there's always something comes up and there's an issue. There's always problems to solve. There's always issues that we have to encounter, and it never ends. So it means that these cups I was pouring this energy into, they were leaking. They're constantly leaking. It means that how do I take care of this last one? And everybody's losing if I don't know how to be able to fill it and how to maintain it and how to efficiently share this energy, because otherwise everybody's going to lose. It's just really nice to see that because we understand it with our minds. But when we see it with our eyes, we see how crucial it is. So when the symptoms come up to us, it means already that the energy has been leaking. And I said that last time, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it again and again. The fact that I'm a psychologist, I'm an occupational therapist, 25 years of experience doesn't spare this experience from me. I go through that as well. And through that, I learn and bring this fruit to you guys, bring this learning curves to you guys. But this experience is of these symptoms, there is something very fundamental to understand that our body is like the dashboard of a car. It blinks like my back pain, my headache, my knee, my shoulder. It blinks because there is a lack or there is a dissonance in my soul, in my emotions. There's a dissonance that consumed the energy, and this energy is imprinted in a particular part in my body. And it's extremely interesting. There was a Dr. Hammer, if you ever heard about him. He was a physician and he did brain scans to cancer patients. And he took the brain scans and he sliced it so to see where exactly the brain was giving a signal. And he took the signal in the brain and linked it to where the clients were having the symptoms or the illness or the cancer. And because he had many cases and patients, he could link between where the brain is blinking to where in the body the symptoms shows. And he saw that there is a pattern. Put it aside. What I'm trying to say is that when it's blinking, there is a crisis behind that. And if I'm not listening to that crisis, it's going to be imprinted and it's going to blink even harder and develop to an even more stronger, a stronger symptom that I cannot ignore it anymore. So that life will make me stay in bed and think about life. So before you end up there, let's practice how you can listen to that symptoms before it gets too late. But I want to give you another example. So you probably read about my adolescent girls that I'm going through, and it is an emotional dissonance within me. And if I will not pay attention to that, if I will say to myself, well, they will grow, I'll let it, time will heal. Time doesn't heal. Time suppresses it because it stays in our body. To work through that, it means to do breath work, to do writing, to do talking, but not only talking, to do painting, to do all kinds of things where you can express this dissonance within me. And the best example that I can give you where I had a symptom that I suffered a lot from is that 2 years ago, some of you know the story already, but I'll tell you again. 2 years ago, well, I worked for a big alternative medical center. 2 years ago, I decided to leave the center because it didn't resonate with my values. And I chose to leave it. And I knew it's a big shift in my life, and I was still training students, and I was fully happy with that. But almost a year later, it was the second cycle of the students that I was training. A day after it finished, and I know that on the day when it finished, there was something said something that evoked me, something that woke me up. But I said, okay, never mind. I let it go. The day after, you're going to laugh at me, but I was regrouting the tiles in the shower. And I was I was in a bit in a hurry. I wanted to finish because I was about to get a coffee with a friend. And I stand up and I feel, oh, something in my left leg something in my knee is not right. The muscle got contracted and I felt, but I was in a hurry and I thought, well, I'll just stretch it quickly. I stretched my leg and it cracked, but not normally cracking. I thought, that sounds a bit strange, but probably with time it will be put into place again and it will be fine. I kept on walking and I felt, oh, something is going wrong. I sat at the cafe, the knee is hurting, swelling. Thank God I had my umbrella so I could limp over back. Night was a horror. I couldn't do my yoga regime anymore. I barely could walk. I needed help to get on the train and get my luggage. Yeah. And I thought, well, it will get back. It was when I went to the orthopedic, and I'll never forget that. I went into the elevator, and it was like first level was reception in the clinic, second level were the surgery rooms, and the third one was the rehab. And I thought to myself, I am not going to land in the surgery table. I'm going to do everything I can to heal from this thing. I went into the room, and immediately the orthopedic, he knew what I had. He said I had a medial meniscus tear. And it was so clear for me that I can do the link of me leaving the center and how emotionally challenging it was for me. And actually, I realized, well, I didn't close up that crisis, that dissonance that I had in me. So, what do I do with the knowing? First, I have to take care of the body and hire that life force, that life vitality that is in my body. So I do everything I can. I choose a practitioner that I trust, and I do bioresonance, acupuncture, homeopathy, exercises. But then I also choose a practitioner where I can do and express this dissonance. As I said before, breath working, painting, writing, talking and understanding. 4 months later, I was walking as if nothing happened before. And today I'm back to my yoga regime as if nothing happened. And believe me, I was limping like an old lady, and I was thinking, that's it, probably in life. I won't be walking as, like a young person anymore. So it's possible. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's possible. And again, it's not time heals because when we're young and when our life forces is strong, then it covers up those symptoms. And that's why you see so many elder people in waiting rooms and the physicians, because when the life force decreases, symptoms come and raise up. And if we haven't dealt with them before, it will come at one point or another. So now I would love to hear from you guys. Any symptom, anything that bothers you, I want to bring it up to the surface, to bring it up to our consciousness. Like you don't have to share it in vocally, but you're welcome to write it in the chat. Also, I'm interested to see if there are things repeating, coming up, because many times we suffer from similar symptoms. So I'll be really happy to see the chats. Some things you can think of. It can be a headache, it can be digestion, belly, things that can be common as well. Lower back pain, I'm sure. Yeah, I just wanted to say, Ziggy, you're probably not the only one. Yeah, low back pain and knees. Anybody else? Knee pain, back pain. Oh, blood pressure. Yeah, neck. That's also a common one. The right ear. Right ear sleeping. I'm not sure what it is, but it's something to do with the right ear. That's interesting. Anything else? Think about something that's even if it's something small, like my little finger is aching right now. Take any symptom. It doesn't have to be something big because we're going to take that into our next exercise. It's irregular heart rhythm. Yes. And Chinese medicine sorted it. Hypertensive, crisis with emotions. So even if you don't want to share, think about one symptom that you can feel in your body. We will start with the body, and from the body, we're going to go into our emotional crisis. Choose one, because what I would like to do with you now is to do a short meditation. I call it the meeting of the messenger. It's a messenger within us. So once you know and what you want to focus on, if it's your low back pain or your knees or maybe both, we have stomach issues. Thank you, Rula. Take a comfortable position. The best would be with a straight back when your feet are on the ground, on the surface. Your hands can be on your knees, on your thighs. Be aware maybe of your shoulders, if there is any tension in your shoulders. You're welcome also to close your eyes, and I'm going to guide you through a short meditation. Take a deep breath. And when you exhale, let the air flow through the body down to the soles of your feet. And from the soles of your feet, you imagine the air exhaling and going down into Mother Earth. Take another deep breath. And let the air flow again through your body, down to the earth. And put as if your feet are putting down roots deep down into Mother Earth, and imagine as deep as you can imagine them, penetrating Mother Earth. Like the biggest tree that you can imagine. And from the tip of that root, in the middle of Mother Earth of this globe, come back to the soles of your feet. And sense your feet, sense the contact on the ground. Maybe the socks that contact to the skin. Travel with your consciousness along the leg to the knees, along the thighs, to the pelvis, and sense the weight of the pelvis on the couch, on the seat you're sitting on. This is the anchor of your body. Be aware of your stomach. Maybe you can feel any movement going on there. Come up to the chest and you might feel the movement of the breath of the lungs. Come up to your shoulders and feel if there is any tension or whether it's relaxed, and just take it into your consciousness. Be aware of it. You don't need to do anything about it. Just be aware. Sense the uprightness of your back and glide with your consciousness up to your neck, to the skull. Be aware of the skull, the forehead, your chin, your cheeks, your eyes, your nose, even your mouth. Take another deep breath. And when you exhale, sense your body now as one unit, as one. Take another deep breath. And when you exhale, exhale it through your heart. And sense the emotions in your body. Maybe you feel anxious, maybe happy, maybe sad, and just let it be as it is. Take another deep breath and breathe out through your head. Breathe your thoughts out. invite them to stay on the doorstep of the room you're sitting at, the phone calls, the emails, whatever you have to get back to. Invite them to stay there for a moment and come to yourself and take this time for yourself. Now connect to that symptom that you felt. Maybe it's your low back pain, maybe it's your knees, maybe it's your heart, your neck, your stomach. Just take notice of its presence. And with its presence, invite it to come with you to a beautiful place you love to be at. Maybe it's on the beach. Maybe it's close to a lake, or maybe it's in the forest on a beautiful wooden bank, viewing the trees and the mountains. And sit there and feel the breeze of the air on your skin and the peacefulness of the landscape. Now, that aching part in your body that you invited to come with you, instead of pushing it away, imagine that that sensation is turning into an image, and it's stepping out of your body. Either maybe it's an old man, maybe it's a young child, maybe it's even an animal or an amorphic entity that sits next to you and views that landscape together with you. And take notice of its presence. With a deep feeling that this presence of that old man or the child or that animal is a friend, is a messenger. And there is something he wants to share with you. You're going to ask him 3 questions. He might give you the answer right after the first and the second and the third. He might give you the answer only later. Ask him, where did you come from? And when did you first enter my body? And wait and listen. The answer might come as an image. It might come as words, as a sensation, or as a knowing. Then ask him, what is that I need to learn from you? And allow the answer to come to the surface. And then ask him the last question. How do I implement this understanding into my life right now? And receive the information. Whatever you received, whether it's a feeling, an image, an understanding, a word, save the information in every cell of your body, particularly on your heart. And if nothing came up, leave this piece and save in yourself that peace sensation, because the answer is about to come. Now turn to your messenger, thank them, and tell them, I understand your message and I will implement it as soon as I can, so that you no longer have to remind me of this issue. And let that image vanish into the horizon. Now watch this image dissolves into the landscape and leaving a kind of a light and clarity. Take a deep breath. Feel the strength of the knowing within you. And when you're ready, I invite you to come back to the here and now, and you can gently and slowly open your eyes and come back to us. I would love to hear your experiences. If anybody would like to share. Yes, Rebecca.
Hi, thank you so much. Um, I didn't get any answers. I just had tears, but nothing that I could feel or sense as an answer to my questions.
Rebecca, these tears, is it tears of sadness or happiness?
Neither. Yeah, just tears. Um, yeah. Um, I really can't say. I don't know. I really don't know. Um, I'm not. I'm not feeling sad, but I suppose it's kind of a blessing that I have tears, but I I can't really put into words why I've got tears. Even I mean, I say that, but even so, I've had um a few losses in my life, and the last loss was 2.5 years ago. Um, yeah.
May I ask, Rebecca, the symptom that you started with in your body?
There was so from October 24 to October 25, I had chest pain. Uh, not where my heart is, but on the other side. And I was told that's grief pain.
Mm.
But it came quite suddenly because I had a fall on uneven pavement. I don't remember falling on my chest or anything. I don't know. And the other thing that happened then, suddenly, as sudden as it came, it went. And I was told, yeah, grief, pain comes and goes. I mean, I don't know. Uh,
It's a very short session that we're meeting today.
yeah,
And that meditation that we did and the message that you received,
yeah,
I invite you not to let go of that understanding of the grief and the chest, and to take this understanding also to your sleep. It means that when you think about it before you go to sleep, and pay attention to your thoughts when you wake up, and take it over a period of time, so that
Okay.
slowly the story behind it will start to reveal. Keep a notebook next to your bed and write your thoughts down. And I'm sure that this thread will start to get together and the story will come up.
Okay.
I believe it's a beautiful beginning. And also, thank you for being so vulnerable with us and sharing that. It's so
Thank you.
beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I invite you to continue with that because there is more to find out and it's very valuable.
Okay. Thank you so much for this meditation. That was really great.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Okay.
Anybody else would like to share? Ziggy? Vanna?
Yeah. I had also tears, and I was yawning, is the
Yeah.
word. Yes. And I had the answer only for the first question. I have seen an old lady that it was the image of a painting that we used to have in my parents' house. And it was an ugly old lady, dressed with red and blue, typical Greek dressing, and the piece of tail that they used to wear in their head, the old ladies. And she told me that she came through me. She was inside me, but I had no answer for the rest of the questions. The pain was at the back, and the lower back. And in the knees, the pain comes and go. This was the experience.
What a beautiful image and a picture that you bring.
And I was in my garden, my garden, in
Yes.
between the flowers. Yes.
Mm, beautiful. You know, like with Rebecca, I invite you to continue with the answers. Take this image with you in your garden and let the answers bring you more information. Like with Rebecca, there is more to reveal there. There's more to come up. And also maybe the session is so short that it doesn't, it needs more time to come up, to find the link. Why
Yes.
back symptoms there? Why particular the back symptom? And she carries the answer.
Okay. Thank you.
So there will be a recording. You will be able to
Yes.
meet again and work with that and write down the questions and continue with that. Beautiful, Vanna. Very
Thank you.
like the picture of it and I could see the colors of it as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
I would like to invite Jeffrey, the elder of the tribe, to share with us and also to give the closing words.
I'd be honored. I'd be honored. First of all, I want to say thank you and for this wonderful group of dear loving souls, bright lights, truly a gift. Paramahansa Yogananda is something I'm real conscious. I really appreciate his energy. I'd just like to share a couple of things that I look at pretty much every day. I don't need to chase after the light. I am the light. I'm not someone who wants to be magnetic. I am the pure magnetism of my soul. I don't need to try to be love. I am loving the world by being present. And then he follows through with to increase our magnetism. He suggests doing this 21 times in a mirror, which is really interesting. You look in the mirror, I mean, you really get to see your soul, your eyes, your face. It really is amazing. And when doing this, you say, I am the one who remembers who I am. I radiate light strong enough where I go. I am the magnetic field of pure divine spirit. And thank you. Thank you. I'm honored to be with you all. That's for sure.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing those words with us and sharing this information.
Mhm.
You are a true inspiration for us.
Mhm.
Thank you all for coming today. I invite you to carry those questions and whatever came up within you, carry that into your sleep, into the days, and the story will be put together. And the more you work with that, the more you understand what the journey is about. What is that I want to discover there? And when I discover that, I don't need the symptoms anymore to remind me. So, if there are any questions, if there is any more information that you want to know, you can always share it in the group. I'm always here, and we're all here for each other. So I'm looking forward to see you on the next time. And thank you again for coming and sharing your vulnerability. And see you again soon. Love you all. And the recording will be shared very soon in the group. Take good care. Bless you all.